Today we're going to talk about how to talk to your kids about money. So there's a couple of tricky topics around. We're not even going to talk about the birds and the bees, but one topic with our kids, it's a little tricky, is how to educate them about money. Hi friends, this is Rebecca. Thank you for joining me on the Mama Lorian Way. It's a place where I like to talk about things that educate ourselves and our families about money and entrepreneurship. If you like what we're doing, please subscribe, drop a comment down below, hit that like button. Every little bit helps support this channel. We ourselves may not actually know what's important. So I'd like to go over 10 things about money that it might be a good idea to talk to your kids about. Top 10 things to teach your kids about money. Number 1, don't be afraid of math. This is kind of funny. A lot of us, our kids come home from school. Maybe we did come home from school and said, math is hard. Calm down. Math is a useful way of describing patterns and trends and simply describing the world. And the best thing is every phone comes with one of these. Add calculator, use it. You can encourage your kids to use it. Yeah, calculator. Within this, and why is this in math and banks, is understand how banks work, because this is the key to understanding how money works for you. If we think of ourselves maybe even as like a little bank, it's good to be the bank. So here's the bank. What happens? We put our money in the bank. It's fine. Put our money in the bank, and it usually pays us, we're going to say it pays us like 1% interest. Well, what the bank does, and it's actually even a little bit more lucrative for the bank than what I'm going to say, but the bank takes our $1,000, loans it out. Funny enough, it might even loan it to us for our mortgage, charging at 4%. I like this, $4 little dollars. The bank will keep the difference, that 3%. Well, you're like, 3%? That's not that much. Well, just think, Bank of America, and I did the numbers on this, and even on my calculator, the numbers were too big. Bank of America has $313 billion in holdings. Holdings meaning it's other people's money. They loan that out, get 3% back on it, and it's like $90 billion every year on other people's money. So they're being smart. They are using money to make money. That's the key. Number 2, don't work for money. Make money work for you, just like the bank. My dad, who was a heart surgeon, had a lot of problems with money. And he told us, and I followed this advice for a very long time, if you want to have more money, you just work harder. The problem was when he died, he really didn't have any money because he'd either spent it, gave it away, or gave it to bad investments. The trick is he was working for money. When you work for money, you only have a limited amount of time, no matter what. When you make your money work for you, your money's working for you 24/7. It's unlimited. Think about it. Number 3, know the difference between an asset and a liability. And I did a video about this. An asset is something that you buy that will put money in your pocket. You buy a rental house, renters pay you money, and maybe there's a little bit left over. There's money in your pocket. A liability takes money out of your pocket, and generally you have to kind of carry it around. I think of it just being like a lot of stuff that you have to lug around. And I know that car is fun. And I know those new shoes are fun. And I get it. But after a while, we're still lugging them around. And I'm not going to begrudge anybody wanting some kind of luxury, but get your assets to pay for your luxuries. And I did a video about that. Have $100,000, keep that in your pocket, get a Tesla. Did a video. Get your assets to pay for your luxuries. You've got an income coming in that pays for your day-to-day expenses, and so you have an asset that's giving you extra money. Use that extra money for your luxury. Number 4, kids, pick your tribe wisely. Your net worth is your net worth. The people you hang around are the people who you are most likely to be like. Pick your tribe wisely. Value yourself. Value yourself. Even if there's one person that's valuable enough to be in your tribe, pick that one person over 5 that are like, not so much. Don't go out with people that don't value you. And the other thing is, don't be the smartest person in the room. Hang around with people who are smarter than you. Number 5, money is a tool. It is an agreement of an exchange of value. That's it. So why does it cause us so much emotional stress? Because we think it's evil. Well, why do we think it's evil? We may have grown up in a household where there were a lot of arguments about money. There was a lot of stress about money, usually because there wasn't enough money. The disagreements were more about what do we value enough to spend our money on or not spend our money on. And so the disagreements were probably less about money and more about a disagreement in what we decide is valuable enough. Money is exchange of value. But it's not evil, nor is it the root of evil, nor is there any kind of judgment about it. It is a way that we exchange time, value, opportunities. Money is simply a way we exchange value. Take the drama out of it. Number 6, increase your income before you start trying to decrease your expenses. I'm going to put a little caveat that I didn't write in. But when you increase your income, don't increase your expenses. Don't increase your overhead. So much more stress-free. I did a video about this. Balance sheets are better than budgets. So budgets are what constrain you, kind of like a diet. Like decrease your expenses here. It's like don't eat that cake. Don't eat this. Only have so much of that. Balance sheets give you an intelligent snapshot of where your finances are and over time where your finances are going, so you can make less stressful and less emotional decisions about how to manage your finances. Number 7, you are the source of your abundance. I did a video about that. You are the source of your abundance. Abundance isn't something, despite, I don't even know what it is, the secret that the universe bestows upon us. It's what we give out. And a lot of people say, what value are you giving out into the world that comes back to you? And that seems like abundance. You give out value, and then with your resourcefulness, the abundance of value comes to you. Just like if you're walking down the street and you're giving everybody kind of a grumpy face, you're gonna not get love back. If you go walk down the street and you're like, "Hi, what's up? Good to see you. I like your dog." You're gonna have a totally different experience of abundant love than if you don't. Within this, as you are the source of your abundance, knowledge is more valuable than money. Just think about this. Which is more valuable, $1 million or the ability to make $1 million? If you had the lottery come shine upon you, that outward abundance, $1 million, and you spend it all, well, you'd be back where you started. If you put things value out in the world and $1 million came to you and for some reason you spend it all, you could put yourself out there, make another $1 million. And it's not about making the $1 million. We like to say that because it's kind of fun. It's giving yourself to the world and allowing the reciprocation. Number 8. This is a tricky one. 80% of results come from 20% of effort. Work smarter, not harder. This is a lesson I'm still trying to learn. You don't have to do 100%. 80% might be the smartest way to go, whether it's in school or it's in effort. Find the things that are working well, do more of them. The 80% that's not working, get it out of here. Number 9, difference between good debt and bad debt. Okay. Example, bad debt is using your credit card to buy a flat screen TV for your bathroom, which I've seen. Unless you're just using your credit card to, pay for it and then you pay it off at the end of the month with 0 interest there. Bad debt is when you use credit to buy something that's a liability. Good debt buys an asset that will pay you back. Like if you buy a rental house with a mortgage, that mortgage is debt, but it's paying you back. That's okay. That's smart using of money. It's called leverage, and it will expand your wealth faster. Number 10, probably most important of this, having money doesn't make you a superior person in any way, shape, or form. It just solves certain problems. Way better source of abundant generosity, love, kindness, spirit, giving is probably more important to teach your kids about value than anything else. And you are valuable too. Like, subscribe. I'm Rebecca. Thanks for joining me.